turn knocking aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Derrick Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Attack, attack! Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I don't think you got it, Sergeant.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Yellow, 180. Check, 55, come on. I don't need to. Wow, move. 55. Check back.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
Yellow! I go, Lou, lady! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Graham. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. David. Mike 5-2. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, 57.
Running right, Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm here all day. 50. Flash trap. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 5-5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
Let's go.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 37. Check 37. Yellow. Slam.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go. Check. Fresno. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Ridley.
On second down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, it's Jones. And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We got this.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going up top. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Tucson, the mic. Watch the run. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Silver. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Guys, it's game situation. Go! 56 to Mike. 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Ready, go!
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's coming. We got double up. Protein spill. Ready to go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Darren Lee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Strong right. Yep. Strong right. You got 3 down. Ain't no looking up. 2, fellas, let's go. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 50,
2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 13. Check 13. Say.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Attack. Exit. 52, Mike 52. Get this swerve on. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yeah.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Returnable for Grant. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
90. Wolf. 50. Here we go. Here we go. Flat.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Safety's creeping. He's coming.
Again, it's Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Let's get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Minus 50. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2, and his throw is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
That's the way. Mike's 54.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In the bank, Charlie.
2nd and 13. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way. Ran
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Gone, gone.
Now back to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Check 43. Yeah. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Alpha.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Attack, attack.
Check 99. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. No Mike 52. Mike 52. Here I come. No. Off.
On first down, Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Here we go. Hey.
15.
24.
They'll go again to Jones. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. This is Jones, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
57 colors.
55's Mike, guys. 55. Hey, let's get this. Tight dog. Check.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Easy.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check Mike. Check the backer. 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
All day, baby. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
60, orange. Showing up. Check sand. On. Ready, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message.